The New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The USC product, Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets take over on offense.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Number 34.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 12. Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
3rd and inches.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On the deep ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play. And it
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
O.J. Howard.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
34-yard line. A gain of 5. And the Raider first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 30.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 8.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Jets, nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Darnold. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's good for a Jets.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, Alford. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Darnold. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raiders heading out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
18-yard line.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 34.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
The pass.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Jets, nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
New York ready to go again offensively. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Now it's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, I like your respect.
56, right there, 56. Don't get it up. 56, the muck boys, 56. Check.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Herndon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, it's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Raiders' 47-yard.
They'll try to left side. Alford. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Jets on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd.
Darnold down to throw.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Here's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To the air again, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3.
Jets 3.
So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
89. A 7-yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A loss of 5 yards.
So that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lambeau. Denver in town to take on Green Bay. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Drew Lock, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Yard to go. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
8-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
34, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He was covered by Noah Igbinoghene.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Howard, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Darnold's pass.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7.
Darnold now to throw.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Darnold completes it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The 30-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Throwing again is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Raiders' 6-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pork, bacon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run on 1st down. Alford. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alford. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Show what that's
Now it's Darnold, and this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. The 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
Jets 17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
7-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
41. Jets.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick